Testing. There we go. Alright, looks like the audio's working. And then I need to do the pop out thingy. There we go. Pop out the chat. And let me make sure that this can work. Cool. Thank you so much. I think I'll do pretty. I should do fine. I got a bunch more CCs, so I'm just curious at how things are going to pan out in the end with it. And so far, it looks like it's doing a hell of a job. But yeah, I don't have it maxed out, but because I still have a lot of lab work to do. But I did gold box the assist mod for the armor substats. So still have room to grow, but as far as like stone wise, I'm done with that. So it'd be interesting to see how things pan out. And how are you doing today? Was your tournament bracket pretty kind to you, or was it a rough one? And this build is definitely not optimized. There's a lot more I could do too. Next 3 hours long. I don't know if it's gonna go on 3 hours. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm definitely interested in seeing how this pans out. I need to roll some subs for my tournament setup, but I don't have enough currently. But maybe in a week or two, maybe I'll have the enough to re-roll some substats and see how things perform better at that point. Yeah. Let's see. I think I got all my stuff turned on. That looks good. Looks good. I haven't looked at the battle conditions. I just kind of jumped in. Do we have no protector ultimates? Hmm. Hmm. You know, if there's no protector ultimates, no need for black hole. I'm just gonna leave it off. And we'll see how should pan out pretty well. As long as I can eventually get enemies into my my damaging area. Oh man, I am collecting bosses like there's no tomorrow. Bicycle, ultimate weapon duration. Not bad. Yeah. Oh, ultimate weapon duration. I didn't see it. Yep. Okay. It's a little bit of annoyance in there. Absolutely wild though that the lab for that thing, that battle condition, only takes off like a second of it. Sorry. I was trying to be as quiet opening that can as possible, but it might have been a little noisy. But yeah, as far as my CC, with landmine stun and SD, I think this is a pretty beefy landmine chance. So 50%, that a little over. If I kill an enemy, it's just gonna stun everyone else around it. Well, actually, no, probably stun most of the map, just because of the radius. I think that'll actually give a lot more value to Poison Swamp as well, at least the damage aspect, but we'll see how the damage pans out in the end. Who knows? Or hell, maybe SM is actually going to do some damage. I feel like that's kind of a meme, but I don't know. I'm just curious to see how things will pan out. Actually curious how things are going so far. I'm going to pull up that, make sure that that's not... Okay, good. Where is tower results? Let's see how things are going this week. Just gonna look at that. Live results. Whew. Greeny's at 4.8k waves. Holy crap. Oh, man. Looks like Manny Raps probably just terminated his run early. And then a bunch of other people that I want to perform close to, they're around like 3k. So, we'll see how it goes. Come on, there we go. And good morning. I do dumb stuff. I do dumb stuff too. I felt like most of this version was doing so much testing and trying different builds and whatnot, but I'll be releasing probably after tournament. I'm going to be working on that video and then try to release that. And then tomorrow I'll be doing the recording with Greeny as far as the progress update. So that should be fun. At this point, I'm kind of going between tier 20 for actual coin farming and tier 21 if I want to farm more cells. And reroll shards, obviously, because, oh man, do I need those. Actually, I'm going to ask. Need a lab to ban module, white step. Oh, geez. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here listening, but I can't type. How's the tourney looking? Good. It's should be fine. Nothing too complex or crazy. I think the only part that's annoying is maybe the battle condition. But sorry, the ultimate weapon duration reduction is kind of annoying. But other than that, I don't think it's really going to affect me much. I mean, it looks like I've got, even with the reduced duration, it looks like I've got plenty of uptime on Poison Swamp. So I think it'll go well. Actually, now that I'm thinking about things, what would I want or could do to make this build better? I think the areas that I can improve this build, obviously, one is having more armor substat efficiency for the assist mod. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I think it would be nice to have more inner landmine damage. Inner landmine damage and probably more poison swamp. Death creep, I think, would be really good. If I could like improve where I'm at right now. And then obviously I've got some labs and stones that I need to eventually, maybe eventually, dump into the cannon and the core bonus. I think both of those would be probably pretty good. Give me a lot of extra damage. But yeah, this CC looks pretty pretty solid. It's not even showing the bosses anymore. Because it was showing the boss health here. Sick damage ultimate. Have some SM, but it doesn't seem like it's... Yeah, SM seems like it's kind of meh right now. Um, but I haven't actually tested SM with as much CC as I do, and I'm going to be running in this run. So I have no idea. Um, your boy Jay doing pretty good. Finally have a day off, so that's been nice. Yes, I did. I did lab rush a few things. It was mainly the for core, the substat efficiency. I rushed the last few levels of that, and so that's why my gems are just about nothing right now. But I did get that to 100, and it's really nice. I kind of rolled my substats, assuming eventually I'd be hitting the 100% mark on core efficiencies. So now that I actually have that, things are running a lot closer to what I was hoping for. No, I pretty much for Canon, I keep that pretty consistent. Um, I, for the most part, know how it's going to pan out as far as my generator. So those levels can be risen up pretty much equally. Um, and I think at this point, it's usually like a level in primary, level in assist, and just going back and forth like that. I might be at the point where everything is even, but either way. Um, but for most of the other ones, I have 241 in the primary, and then everything else into the assist. So the assists are usually about 201. Um, I think the core assist, that one's at 220 something right now, maybe like 226. No, no, no. I just recently got the 100% efficiency on core the core substats. So that's very new. And I think I'm getting close to, let's see here. Yeah, for the generator, for the bonus, almost have that to 30 as well. I think I might have actually rushed out the substats for generator as well. But yeah. So I had a no, I can't afford it long term. I'm doing that short term. I had a huge stash of cells for a very long time. But the times 7 finally let me just go to town on it. So I could probably maintain a one lab at times 7 and the rest at times 6 if I wanted to like maintain my cell count. But no, I'm not maintaining times 7 across all 5. So it's chunking down my stash, which is nice. That's kind of what I stashed it up for eventually. So yeah, consider respecking and going heavier into cells per kill bonus. See that benefit you. Labs done more progress. So right now I'm kind of going back and forth between tier 20 and tier 21. So the tier 21 is more for like the cells and whatnot. Um, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of that. Oh, and tier 21 also for the reroll shards. Which, depending on how this tournament pans out, I think I'm probably going to be re-rolling some of my substats. At least on my tournament mods. Or maybe I'll just save them. I don't know. I think there was a post about there's not going to be an update for V28 in February. So I'm guessing somewhere in March we'll get the update. But we'll see on that. I might just save so once it comes around to that point, I can just re-roll whatever substats I need to figure out what the best build is. But I don't think I'm gonna have to re-roll much unless there's like some major changes to smart missiles. Damn nice. Not gonna lie, I like this wall health. I really want more wall regen because I want to see how high I can get this thing. Actually, I think I do have regen as one of the labs that I'm knocking out. So my health regen actually might be a little bit higher than... Yeah. Might actually not be that bad. Running stores will be dipping out. Right. Might listen on the phone, but not 100%. Yeah, no worries. I have no idea how long or how short this run may or may not go. So we'll see. Let me see what the module. Yeah, I did do Pulsar Harvester in this setup. And with all the stuns, I think I'll get a lot of value out of that. How is Plasma Cannon doing that much damage? Yeah, well. There's like several bosses on the screen here. Let's... 10 levels of reduction. Not a lot of damage reduction. Or level reductions. At least for bosses, it seems like. Yeah, orbs and plasma cannon are doing pretty much most of the work. And the smart missiles are like, we're gonna kill this sab. And struggle horribly with doing so. But given how much it was struggling to kill that saboteur, let's see how much swamp damage is in the AD. Chain lightning 15 AD, smart missiles 2 AD. That's not very impressive. Inner landmine's doing pretty well. I think it's like the ultimate weapon crit for chain lightning is just ultimate weapon crit card is just so powerful for that. Oh, never mind. Death wave damage is an absolute joke. Black hole damage I took off, so that doesn't apply. Do we have damage from enemy level reduction? It's not showing damage from level reductions. So that's interesting. Okay. And man, that CC was really slowing down that saboteur there, which is nice. Really interested to see how intense the CC gets if I can get some more work done as far as my armor substat. It looks like I'm struggling a bit with spawning inner landmines. But as far as keeping enemies crowd controlled, looks like everything looks pretty solid. So I don't know. I think scatters eventually might become dangerous with us. But, oh man, this is super deadly. Ooh. Okay, so the knockback, okay. But I did take a hit. How's my bracket looking? Yeah, I can take a look at that. Shouldn't be too bad. Looks like I'm crushing it right now. Muimal and Mukela? I don't know, think you got a chance? I don't know. Let's see, are there any names? I mean, granted, if Sky was in here, I would have no idea. Because he's changing his name, Bobo Bad Clown. That name. Eden Ever After. The 27th. Oh. Yeah, I would have no idea if Sky is in here. Let's see, this person has, it's definitely not. Very similar names, but different guilds, so I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same, person doing multiple accounts. But yeah, I think I'll do well in this. I don't know if I'm going to be reaching that 3K level, especially since I already took a hit from some of these old tanks. And given that, I'm like, what could I do better? Huh. I don't know if electrons would be enough. Instead of doing SD, doing OA instead may or may not be better. I've got decent inner landmines, so, but I don't know. And I do have my summon equipped just so that I can spawn more normal enemies. Subsequently, you know, kill those guys and then spawning more inner landmines, or not inner landmines, you know, inner landmines and normal landmines as a result of killing those enemies. So there's the little portal of enemies that spawned. Some of these guys were getting close there, but it looks like my inner landmines were able to fight them off, so that's nice. What could I do better? Yeah, I think Orbital Augment would have been a better module to go with. I mean, yeah, if I was able to reroll a bunch of stats, I think Orbital Augment would be killing it right now. Are these guys gonna die? My smart missiles are just... Nothing's dying out of this batch of enemies. Holy hell. Oh, looks like my demon mode finally refreshed. That's actually good timing. I think OA with ACP. I think that's what I might want to go with in this setup. And then with a little bit more, like, eventually down the line, more landmines for the landmine stun. I think might be the way to go. Because I have a lot of time that I'm damaging these enemies. So OA would be able to do a pretty decent chunk. And I think I would outdo the damage from inner landmines. You know, comparatively to like an SD ACP build, like what I'm doing right now. Even if I had a really high inner landmine plus and just general inner landmine development, I think OA might be better. I don't know. So I'd be getting what is it, times 20 seconds per mine? So maybe it'd be worthwhile. I really don't know. With the chrono jump lava. Yeah, this is really a struggle. I'm definitely gonna take a hit. Ooh, it looks like I might have actually killed the tanks as a result of that too. Well, maybe. Or maybe they're just finally entering back into my range. So we're getting pretty decent into the run right now. Let's check out the damage. Swamp damage, 4580. Chain Lightning is just doing so much damage because the ultimate weapon crits. Inner landmines are actually not doing too bad as far as damage. Smart missiles, with the amount of investment in it and all the substats, I would expect this to be doing much better. So, yeah, swamp and chain lightning damage. And it's probably because the swamps are getting the rend bonus, the rend bonus damage, and helping the swamp do targeted more damage against the ultimate tanks. But it's a tough one here. I don't think I'm going to be hitting 3K. Yeah. Yikes. They're like right on, but they're all stunned. Oh, there goes my my second wind. Ah. Yeah, I think it took several hits there because they were all gathered on my tower there. Yeah, spar missiles isn't doing nearly as much as it should be. I've got pretty good poison swamp coverage, I think. I think this is ultimate boss and ultimate tanks. Yeah, ultimate tanks. Basic ultimate. More bosses. Oh, not. No ultimate bosses. Okay. Huh. And then the enemy speed boost. Hmm. It looks like the OC is taking some stabs at my wall here. That's annoying. And because I know that SM isn't doing nearly the damage that it should, it's, yep, took out my wall, and it looks like I took it out. Real damage against fleets. Don't think the rent. Yeah, it doesn't work on them, but I seem. Yeah, PS Plus. Talking about how does versus fleets. Yeah, so it's the longer that the fleet is alive, the more damage it's going to be dealing, even if it's not. Even if it doesn't have the specialty against it. But unfortunately, I don't have a damage breakdown of what's doing the most damage to the fleets. But my theory with what I'm doing right now is it's probably inner landmines. Inner landmines and probably chain lightning. Yeah. I'm going to push out the shockwave size just to make sure that I'm getting bosses hit in yeah, screw that. I'm just gonna knock him back as far as I can. Let's see how that pans out. And just let Poison Swamp bleed out everything as much as possible. Yep, there goes my nuke. So I'm not going to really have nuke available for the rest of the run. It's kind of sad. So this group of tanks might take me down. Maybe not. I don't know. Hmm. Though after maxing shockwave size, it feels like it's a little bit easier to deal with the ultimate tanks. So... Come on, Death Ray, please hit that tank group. I want to see how they do. Yeah, okay, they were in ultimate mode. Hmm. Okay. To take out the OC. I don't know if I'll be able to get second wind back in time. Part of me is like, with the regen that I could have gotten from second wind mastery, would that actually be worthwhile as far as charging up my wall faster? I don't know. Would it be enough? Or at least to keep OCs a little bit distracted. I don't know. It's one of those masteries that I'm like, Come on, shockwave. Yeah, knocked him back. Nice. A little bit deeper into the run. Got 68, 80 with smart missiles. Swamp is doing 234.80. That's nuts. 200 something with inner landmines, 227. So inner landmines and swamp are doing really good damage. And then chain lightning is AE damage. Oh my goodness. That's mental. And I want to dump more into chain lightning, but I can't. I might get a little bit more global usefulness though, now that I'm thinking about it, if I finish out the sysmod stuff. Let's see. Not sure how much I have left. So I think for the sysmods for cannon and core are about... I think I've bought up to the 51%, so I would need about almost 4k stones per cannon and core to max those out. That's the question. I don't know. Given that, let's see, looking at some of the ultimate, let's see, no, Black Hole isn't active anymore. Death ray is AE damage, so it could be. It could be smite. I don't know. I do know that Greenie does have a higher smite than I do. And I think most of the people that hit the 3K mark, I think they've got maxed smite. So that might be what I'm missing. But it's not going to help a ton versus ultimate tanks. So I don't know. Not running extra orbs, put the range card on after the run starts. I might have done that at one point. I haven't done anything like that for a long time. Let's see, actually, I could probably change my... Oh, there's a boss active. Of course I can't. Let's see here. There's a couple bosses active. Maybe if I can kill this boss? Oh, no, there's another one that just spawned. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the chance to swap cards around. Oh, maybe not. Let's see here. Oh, hey. Bring the extra orbs back a smidgen. Oh, got a new boss somewhere. Okay, I see it. It's way out there. Nope. Kind of a pseudo bounce web. Something noticed on Greenie's latest video. I've been trying. Oh yeah. Actually, I think I want the extra orb distance maxed out, and I want the workshop closer. I think that'll help me tear through tanks a little bit more effectively. I mean, not tanks, bosses. So hopefully they'll be hit by the energy net, and we'll give it a little bit more time on them. And yeah, I was trying something like a bounce web setup here, but it seemed like it was better just to knock the enemies back. It was easier to manage the ultimate tanks that way. Oh man, those smart missiles are having a field day on that sab. You can just tell how it's like, oh man, smart missiles are struggling so bad. Just pile them into that one sab, and then they're just like, nah, we're just gonna ignore you. Damn, that's wild. it's they're all freaking tracking that sab. Just damn. Yeah, I need to get my smart missile subs off. This is just... This is just painful to watch. It's just not doing anything. Yeah, there goes my wall. Okie dokie. Yeah, it seems like bosses are getting cut down pretty easily. Yep, got an OC coming. Might give me some trouble. Okay. I was able to tank all the OC's damage, so... But yeah, I think by the end of like a week from now, I should be in a much better spot as far as subs go on my tournament setup. Because I just really need to get rid of the smart missile subs. I think Chain Lightning would be very, very strong as far as subs go. Swamp and inner landmine stuff. Let's see if we have a... There we go. Plasma cannon did a huge chunk of damage. Orbs are starting to peel through it. Okay. 20 levels of level reduction. I don't know. I think what I'm worried about the most is if the SAB can get through this wall. Okay, got some mines going off. So I can tell that the mines are doing damage to this guy, but Ooh. Ooh, perfect time for demon mode to go off. Because that could have been dangerous with the SAB riding right on my tower. But not doing too bad. 2.7k? I think that's pretty good. Oh, for a second there was a little bit of lag, and I was like, oh no, I hope that's not my death. And I remembered, oh, I've got demon mode running, so I should be good. Now, if each subsequent hit was multiplicative with the last one, even if they, like, toned down the lab a little bit, yikes. What just got disabled? Chain lightning got disabled. Yikes. But I was able to kill it, so that's good. Man, this is starting to look sketchy. Like, really sketchy. Hopefully one of those guys will... Okay, yeah, I just took one of my... Okay, it took the other. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this. Am I going to die right now? Or... Yep. I died. So 2.7k, I guess not bad, but not fantastic either. Oh, because it wasn't affecting anything, the enemy's health was just too high to begin with. So even though my damage limiter was on, it didn't really matter. And here's a sneak preview of what I've got for... let's see here. Yeah, the enemy damage was just way too high. It didn't matter at all. Just equipping my farming setup. Oh, I had the wrong, oh, I didn't take this off. It should have been DP. Oh, man. Oh, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. So that's something I could have done better. I could have had my DP over here, and that would have helped tremendously. I didn't. That was my bad, but I did well enough that I should get first. So I'm gonna probably get back to my setups and continue farming. I forgot to put up the if you guys are still here, the thread for the drawing for this next month. So I'm gonna put that up in probably the next within the next half an hour or so on my channel. So go check that out on my Discord. Anyway, I think I will catch you guys later. Have a great day.